This is Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most passionate environments in all of college football. 87,000 ready to rock and perhaps help create some magic in a place that's seen so much of it over the years. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Wolverines are kicking away to start us off. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Second down, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's swarmed by the defense.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. They'll run it to the left. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
On to punt it away.
And the returner will be brought down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking to throw it on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic and he costs his team in a big way.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Ball handed off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Escapes the pocket. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
He'll toss it to the back, running past the 45. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Here's the 2nd down play. Toss play to the outside. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That completion makes it 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a 1st down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Oh, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 10-7. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Auburn 10, Michigan 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Grab behind the line. It's Hall. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes a quick grab. Oh, and he fumbles. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, the defense did what they needed to do to rip that ball loose. It's on the ground. But for the offense, they're extremely fortunate that the receiver himself was able to recover the ball after that fumble.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. On the run here. Lets it go. And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that completion. They'll hand it off. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. Fresh set of downs. First and goal. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, just really impressed by this defense. They're backed up near their own goal line, really doing a good job of rallying to the football in these last couple plays. Now, let's see what happens here on this 3rd and goal.
Grab behind the line. It's Burton. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
This one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Pitch play to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st down, looking to throw the football. He'll try a pass here. With the catch, it's Prescorn. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds his man. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close 1st half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. On the toss play, runner moving left. Powering through. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, but where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Wolverines are in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there, but, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to throw yet again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. It puts them in front, 14-13 now.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Auburn 13.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick off.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
Will take over. First and 10.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Nice throw caught for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down, but time is running out. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Fighting off the defender. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Trying to extend the play. Catch made on the right side. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is up and no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. 13. kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Michigan offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the option play. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Quarterback in the clear. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the stills.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. And that one's picked off. What a play. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Point after makes it a 15-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Auburn offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pocket breaking down. Caught near the sticks. It's Burton. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Spinning out of the tackle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's a wide open receiver, complete. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find the rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Now it's second down here. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. It's an option look. Ball carrier tackled there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On third down, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. He just came flying. He had to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal. The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead, because you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
35, Auburn, 20.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Offense in hurry-up mode. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the running back takes the handoff. The defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the third period.
End of the third quarter. Michigan, 35, Auburn, 20.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He pulls in the catch. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? He's on the run, launches deep, and the pass is dropped. This would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. The shovel pass complete. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down mark.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They've been very efficient. 3 for 4 on 4th down. Now they're going for it again. They're going to run the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Well, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he stops short, doesn't get in, and the defense still holds on to a 2-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. Looking to throw it on first down. Going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
An important PAT to make it a 9-point game. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. And it's complete downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. First down and 10.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's a bullet over the middle. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looking to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, look out. The football is free. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area, and looks like it'll be an intentional grounding call. 2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Wideouts now clustered. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Up by 2 possessions here. They have a chance to put the game on ice right now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hall. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. With Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.